I told you niggas. Sorry. I told y'all. I told y'all. Do I think that Kendrick Lamar sent somebody to go do something to Drake? No. That's not what I think. But that's not the only option that connects Kendrick to this thing. To somebody shooting up Drake crib. That's not... Kendrick sending somebody to do that is not the only form or not the only way he could be involved. So let's take... 1 second. What up, y'all? Welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm rocking this Monster. Or Monster Man Rocco. I'm your host, your president, your tour guide. I'm the landlord. I'm the owner, the tenant, the janitor. I mops the damn floor. Salute to my staff. Jay, Taz, Ray, Jeff, Neff, Hands, Zoe. Back to my point. So, what are our options here? 1, Kendrick sent the hit. Don't believe that, right? Could be some, what do you call it? Fanfare, you know, fan blaming, right? It could, that's a possibility. That's option number 2. Door number 3, it was random. You know what I'm saying? Haters is gonna hate, right? Door number 4, excuse me. It happened from inside Drake's camp, right? So I mean, if anybody can come up with any more options that of just of mere plausibility, right? I'm not saying whether they make some plausibility. I would say have to make. I'm of possibility. Just options of possibility. Now I'm going to say, like I said in the beginning, don't believe Kendrick sent that. You know what I mean? Fan action, I believe is possible, which I told y'all. Fans is wild like that. They would do something like that. You know what I mean? Oh, there's another option. And it's kind of connected to the fan option, fan blaming, but it's more like Kendrick changed, since the perception on Drake has been changed so drastically, you know, with all of the accusations and suspicions and all of that, you got some niggas that's just like, you know what? Green light city. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just do what it is, just do whatever to that nigga. You know what I mean? And the fact that I don't know if they said, I believe I heard that simultaneously at the same damn time, his store was vandalized. The OVO store was vandalized. Now, a vandalism and a shooting are 2 very different things. You know what I mean? Very different, very, very different things. I don't need to tell you this, right? But I would say that whoever vandalized the store, like, you didn't even have to get close to Drake to do that. Like, you could have did that. I mean, I don't know when I don't have all of the details refined and memorized and all of that, but like, you can I mean, you got to get close to the store to vandalize it, right? But you can't You ain't necessarily like Drake ain't gonna be there. I would assume. You know what I mean? It's I think it's safe to assume that Drake ain't at the store, or he wasn't there when it was vandalized. But he might have been at the home when the other thing, when the shots rang out. You know what I mean? And as far as this being just a coincidence, I don't believe in coincidence. Like the like when has there any have we ever heard any reports of any attacks on Drake in Canada before this? Because like I don't pay attention to I'm not on their line. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a lot of details that I'll be catching up to right along with y'all. I didn't know about all of this subliminals and so on and so forth, right? Any of that happen? Has anybody ever vandalized his store, or has anybody ever uh did a drive-by shooting of his crib before? This don't make sense to me, B. Like the cops on there talk about they gonna investigate California. Like, I mean, I guess I see. I guess it's y'all just being thorough, but it sounds more like y'all being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, well, I guess whatever. But I know one thing: ain't nobody drive from L.A. Nobody drove to L.A. I mean, nobody drove from L.A. to Toronto to do a drive-by and they're gonna drive back to LA, do immigration, do the borders and all of that, right? Like nobody's doing that, right? If if Kendrick did it, then it had to be just one phone call away. It had to be, or you know what I'm saying? Or somebody call somebody who called somebody, or send a smoke signal or a pigeon or something, right? But they say Kendrick got goons in Toronto. That's possible. I got homies in Toronto. You know what I mean? But whatever. Hold on, I'm picking up my daughter from school, y'all. Hold on a second.
Hi.
What's up, baby?
Hi.
How you doing?
Why is this working? Okay.
Strapped in?
No. Okay, no, I am.
Flat me in a coma?
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
Snapping any moment?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing a blog right now. So where was I? Yeah. There's no way somebody is driving all the way to Toronto from LA to do such a thing. It would had been a phone call. They say that he got homies out in Toronto. It's possible. So do I. But I don't think I don't think that doesn't seem likely to me because the general, the most common consensus of the outcome of what's going on so far is that Kendrick won. Like he won. He's winning. He won. However you want to slice it. That's what everybody's saying, and that's what he's hearing. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody around him telling him nothing different. Why would he feel the need to take it any further? Why would he take it to the knee where he wants to hurt, where he want to have the man hurt physically in real life? You know what I mean? The court of public opinion is crucifying Drake right now. That hurts worse than death. Def Jam. That hurts worse than Def Jam. So I would say this. I would rule that one out. Fan blaming. I wouldn't rule fan blaming out because they're ridiculous like that. I don't think it was like to say that it was a drive-by is kind of crazy to me because when I look at the way that house is set up, it's like the house don't seem just close to the curb where you could just drive by it. Like that house seemed like it's pushed back from the street. You got all kind of trees and bushes and all of that. Like who's riding by and Drake and them just standing in front of the crib for somebody to drive by and shoot at the crib? don't know, that seems a little strange. I mean, but when you look at the on the news, you see that something took place on the streets. It looks like something took place on the street because you got, the yellow markings for the crime scene markings and all of that out on the street and all that. All of that's visible. So something happened on the street. I don't know if it was a drive-by though. If you ask me, the one that makes the most sense to me is the fact that it happened from inside. Like inside the house, or something that started with inside the camp, and maybe it spilled out into the street and got ugly. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions. Don't take my word for none of this. I'm just picking up the pieces off the internet floor. But I don't like it. I know I told y'all that this would lead to something stupid. You know what I mean? Whether it's the fans and all of that, I told y'all that. Whether it don't gotta be Drake or Kendrick. It will be the entourage. It will be the hanger-oners. It will be all kind of weirdos. It will be it'll be a mess, is what it'll be. Like, there was a point in time, I think I said this in the blog prior, my homeboys was locked up. They came home and told me stories of a point in time where there were gangs in jail. There was a Murder Inc. gang in jail, and there was a G Unit gang in jail. Neither one of these gangs had anything to do with 50 Cent or Ja Rule. No Tony Yayo, they wasn't Yayo cousins, wasn't Black Child, God brother, none of that. Just on some whatever it was, and you better have respected it. Go figure. It never just remains hip-hop. Ever. I don't care what you heard. Just because you didn't hear nothing happened in all of those other situations, whatever beefs you think didn't get violent, just because you didn't hear about it getting violent, does not mean it did not go nowhere. It don't mean that. That just means niggas ain't tell. That's all that means. Now go ahead and apologize to J. Cole. Tell him Rockness Monster sent y'all. Word up, B. Like, there are rumors and reports out of that, J. Cole got Warner from Schoolboy Q or one of them. Forget which one it was. Back out of this. This is about to get real nasty. And he did so. Even so, even if that's the case, I still respect it. Because like I said, J. Cole was sitting around here talking about, this is about rap. He wanted to rap. This ain't about rap. These niggas really don't like each other. Like in real life. Niggas' whole lives is getting rearranged behind this mess. The whole public, the whole court of public, like the world has turned on Drake. His life is a whole different life right now. In many ways. All because of some vegan beef, or some beef Wellington, or whatever you want to call it. Nah, B. the sad part is this beef was never really vegan. Just in the beginning, the raps were, but they beef was this was some. It was something to this beef. You know what I mean? And we seeing that now. Metro Boomin has made history. The first instrumental was born. This nigga made a beat and has singing in the beat. In the beat, inserted all throughout the beat is a hook and a beautiful singing voice singing BBL Drizzy, and has issued a challenge, the BBL Drizzy challenge, where people are just rapping over the beat, and you know the best one wins 10,000 smackaroos. And a beat. It's out of hand, B. It's out of hand. Um, you ready? Yo, I don't know what to tell y'all, B, except I told y'all, B. That's it. I hate to be a I told you so ass nigga, but I told y'all. I did. You know what I mean? And I know y'all gonna probably say it ain't, well, a lot of y'all gonna probably say, well, it ain't have nothing to do with, it ain't nothing, you can't prove nothing, a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. Things coincide. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get a 4 peace signs. I'll be back with another video later. I was driving and I was on dad mode, so I know some things I ain't writing nothing down. Some things I forgot, but I told you niggas, B. I told y'all. Y'all don't listen. Y'all think y'all know everything. Another thing I gotta say, B. I'll save it for the next one. Rock on, rock on. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. Leave a super thanks if you're a taxpaying citizen of the nation. Rock on, rock on.